So this is the Stitching Colourist with Shelley Lewis. Yeah, I already recorded the video for today, but however, I had a bit of catastrophe. Um, I recorded it last night, went to edit it today. My phone was saying it was full storage, so I went to get rid of some storage on my phone, and unfortunately I deleted the video, the whole 37 minutes of stitch and chat last night. So yeah, I was a bit gutted about that. So I thought, well, I've got a little bit of time to record it before getting the little ones from school. However, it is absolutely freezing cold today, so I just wasn't willing to sit upstairs in the chair, especially as I've been sitting on the settee. I'm currently sat in my armchair with my side table, balancing my tripod in between the chair and the table. Yeah, don't ask. I've got my blanket over my knees, my Nightmare Before Christmas one. So anyway, guys, the video probably will be sideways for this one because the simple fact is it's the way I'm angling the phone. So I hope that's not going to be a problem for anyone. If it is, I do apologise. But if you're anything like me, you always end up just listening anyway while you're either stitching yourself or doing some household chores. So what I did stitch on last night, what I've been stitching on today, is this lovely kit. Now I had this a while ago from One Day Saving. They sent me this kit for a review. I've been currently working on it. It is stitched on 11 count Aida. It is 44 by 71 centimetres and it is 190 by 264 stitches. So I'm doing really well on that on the minute. And it is called Cute Couple. What I'll do is I'll leave a link in the description below if I actually manage to post this video without any hiccups. I will leave a link to that kit if I can still find it in the descriptions below. So yeah, this is how far I've got on it at the present moment, if you can see there. I've been working on his hair. I've got all his hair done up the side. I've been working on mainly the background at the top, all across here. I did start to go down to start working on his hair bit, and I've done all round there, been working on there, and I'm currently working on the background bit on the other side at the minute. I have been stitching it freehand, however, because it's more awkward to try and stitch it freehand when it's over this way than what it was when it was over way over here. To me it was better putting it in a frame. So I thought we would have a bit of a stitch and chat. So as I said, it will be sideways, so I do apologise about that. And I've just got me some fresh thread out because I've just finished a bit. Because I just had the idea, I thought, you know what? I thought, I can either give it a couple of more days again, or I can do a stitch and chat while I'm sitting in the comfort of my warm chair and my blanket, and the chair and the blanket kind of won the argument. So I have been holding that fabric up a bit there, so I'm just going to try and angle it where I don't literally have the... that's a bit better. It's just so I don't literally have the fabric kissing the camera, so to speak. So how is everybody? I hope you're all keeping well. I'm just bringing that through lightly. I've not been doing too bad myself. Been alright. It's been really cold. The weather has been so cold here, especially today. It's been really cold today, so that's the reason why I've had my blanket on my knees, because we're hitting the really cold weather now. So, and at the minute we're currently, what's that word for when you're changing stuff around the house and everything just turns into complete and utter chaos? So my husband will probably have a word for it because he's sat on the other sofa. But yeah, it was high time that we did get some. It was high time that we did do something in the house. It really badly needs doing, so we've been doing that for a couple of days. We've got a room opposite our kitchen because we've only got a small kitchen, but we've got a tiny room opposite it where there's like a big brown cabinet at the minute, and everything's just been put in there, and you get stuff and you think, oh, I'll put it in there until later, and then I'll find somewhere to put it, and it's like it never happens. It stays where it is, and before you know it, it just looks awful. So I will get rid of this bit of thread here. So what we've been doing at the minute is we decided that the brown cabinet has got, well, it's time it went now, really. We need to free up some space. So my husband's been taking stuff off there. We've got it literally in front of the back door at the minute, but luckily we have got patio doors, so we can still get out the back. But we have got a place called Bulky Matters coming to pick it up on Thursday, so that'll be going. We're getting rid of some chest of drawers in my daughter's room, which, I brought them a while ago off these Facebook selling sites. Yeah, always be careful when you're getting stuff off there, because we brought a chest of drawers off there a while ago now. I think it was when my son was, well, it was definitely when he was still in nappies. And I have got a big, massive knot in my thread. Oh dear. Got a big, massive knot in my... I've got it. Yeah. We brought the chest of drawers when my son was still in nappies, and he's like 7 now. I forgot for a minute. And when we bought it, it wasn't at a bad price. It was quite a decent price. I think it was about something like £25–30. Nothing was said about it being anything wrong with it, so we thought that's great because we can use it to put my son's stuff in. However, when the person bought it, they dropped it off and gone. When we put it up in my son's bedroom, we discovered that the drawers don't actually fit inside the dresser. You put them in and they just fall out of place. So we was misled when we actually brought that by the person that sold us, so we weren't happy with that. So we've had it for ages because obviously we just can't get rid of it because neither of us drive. So that's going on Thursday. So that'll free up a bit more space in my daughter's room. But we're hoping to get like a tall boy cabinet in my daughter's room, so she can start having her clothes back in her room now. Because her clothes have been in like on the shelving in my son's room, and I even gonna go there with my son's room at the minute. He's 7 years old, and you can imagine what his room probably looks like. Yeah, it is a catastrophe. His room is just... Oh. I went to put the washing away today. I walked in, I was like, oh God. I was like, I really want to go through it and just blitz it and get it really tidy, but I've done it before and it's not lasted 5 minutes before it's in a complete catastrophe again. So I thought, you know what, I'm sorry son, but you're gonna have to do it yourself. So I just put the washing away. I remember when I was a kid though, yeah, I always remember my mum, she was constantly telling me I needed to tidy my room. Now I understand why. And a lot of the time, I remember my room was a mess. My room was a mess, I'll admit that. But I don't think it was ever as bad as my son's is. But yeah, he needs to learn, so he's gonna get his. He's got to tidy his own room. So yeah, that's home life for you. So this is my chill time. This is put the washing away. I've been working on this design for I've been working on it for quite a bit now. I took it with me when I went to the stitching retreat in October to Milton Keynes. I worked on it on the Friday night I was there, so I couldn't sleep at first. I went to work on it Saturday night, but I was straight out for the count. And then I worked on it on the Sunday before I went and got the train to come home. And I'll admit, I've just been stitching wise, all I've been working on mainly is this, because it's just simple to do. It doesn't take any much concentration at all. I just find it's something easy to work on because I don't deal well with stress and things that take concentration at the minute. I am terrible with things that have to take your concentration at the bit. Well, that have to take your concentration. It's just, yeah. Me and concentration wise just don't gel well at the minute. And I think, to be honest, it makes it worse with the condition that I have, because that can be a major factor, is poor concentration. Unfortunately, and I think that's hence why I don't really do well with a lot of concentration. And I don't know, I can always tell if I'm not feeling right, if I'm not feeling well, because I just don't feel right. I feel stressed when I'm not feeling well because of that. I feel, like I said, I feel stressed, I feel emotionally drained, maybe emotionally tired. And I feel like like things get on top of me. It's not necessarily that they are, it's just that's what my brain's thinking. It's like I've had a couple of days lately where I've been thinking, and it's like my brain's had to take in that much, or it is taking in that much, and I'm trying to think, and I'm struggling with it. If I'm making much sense, I probably not, but I'm just struggling with it, and it's been getting me down a bit, and I'm letting little things get me down could you say emotionally in my head. Yeah, so that's the reason why when I have relaxed with my stitching, the way I've relaxed with something like this. I do like my counter cross stitch, and as I was talking in the stitching chat last night before I accidentally deleted it, I have been wanting to work on my Heaven and Earth design that I worked on at the retreat. I'm stitching it on a 25 count Ada. I'd love to work on that again, but as I said, at the minute I'm struggling with anything that uses much concentration. So this for me has been easy for me to be able to work on. I feel like it's relaxed me more than a normal cross stitch would do at the minute, and that's what I'm aiming for at the minute as well. I always say as well, these are pretty good to do for if you are getting back into cross stitching, or if you've not actually stitched it before, and it's something that you may think you want to try out. You may possibly want to try out. I'd say a pre-printed cross stitch would be a great way to go. I think this is, I don't know if I've actually ever completed a pre-printed one. I might have done, but I'm doing pretty well on this one. It's got a lot of block colour, really large areas of block colour this one has. But as I said, it's what's working for me at the minute. It's what I'm preferring. So it's good for me. Because I'm not one for confetti stitches. Confetti stitches is when you've got a colour, when you've got confetti colour all over the place. You've got one stitch of colour here, one colour there, one colour there, one colour there. It's like in one box here you've probably got about 50 different colours. Yeah, I don't gel well with stitching like that, because I spend most of my time just changing the thread over. Where with this one I can just thread up and start stitching. So we're saying that though, with my hide, I've got my cotton thread knotted again. With my hide that I'm stitching, well, that I'm stitching at the retreat, the first couple of pages that I'm doing, there's only about 5 different colours in the first 3 pages, so I just got enough threads, enough skeins of threads just to complete the first couple of pages. So it's not too bad in that way, but like I said, it's small account fabric, not to mention obviously the eyesight. And I've misled my glasses. I don't know where I have put my glasses. My glasses case is upstairs in the toilet. Why my glasses case is in the bathroom, I don't know, because I never read on the toilet. And more to the point is, when I've checked, my glasses aren't even in the case. So I'm thinking, well, my glasses case is in the toilet, but my glasses aren't in the case. So why is my glasses case in the bathroom? Go figure. So yeah, I don't actually know where my glasses are at the minute. They'll be lying about somewhere. As to where, I don't know. But they'll be lying about somewhere. I'm just like, I don't know. Hopefully I'll find them, because I should be wearing them, and my husband will agree with me on this one. But I think he's dozing off, because he's not, yeah, my other half, my husband, he's not sleeping at all through the night, bless. Because of his condition, it affects his sleep as well. And most nights, every night now, he's just not sleeping at all. He's getting this like leg jitters when he's trying to sleep of a night. His leg will just start shaking. Yeah, and he's exhausted. He's absolutely exhausted. So he has to try and at least get some sleep throughout the day. Well, the problem I used to have with sleeping is I'd maybe struggle to get to sleep, but once I was asleep, that was it, I was gone. But now, I don't so much have trouble falling asleep. It's staying asleep lately that I'm having trouble with. I'm either having weird dreams or I keep waking up early hours of the morning. Things like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm waking up and checking the time and then just rolling back over again. So I never used to keep waking up in the morning like that. You could never get me out of bed. And then when it is time to get up at 7 on the school runs, oh God, I feel tired. It's like, oh, I don't want to get up yet. It's too cold. But I have to get up because got to get the little ones ready for school. So yeah, we're a funny bunch. We're a funny couple, we are. But we're well matched. We are. Me and my husband are well matched. Well, we've been married for 8 years this year. We got married in 2013. We did. It's like everything happened that year in 2013. We'd been trying for a baby for a few years, but nothing was happening. And we went to see about IVF because I just couldn't get pregnant. It just wasn't working for us. And just before, well, I think it was on may have been on the waiting list or was about to see about IVF, I found out I was pregnant in 2013 after quite a few years of trying. It was my 30th birthday in 2013 as well. It was our wedding in 2013 as well. And it was my mother-in-law's 60th birthday in 2013 as well. So yeah, that was a year, 2013. It was a good year. It was a nice year. So obviously we had the beautiful wedding and I was 16 weeks pregnant, sorted out my dress a few months before. It didn't need much alteration. My mother-in-law managed to put an extra panel in the back of the dress to give me a bit of a leeway. But it didn't need much altering. But yeah, I was 16 weeks. And yeah, it was magical. And then our son was born on the following January, on the 12th of January. He was born. He was born by an emergency C-section. He was, because he didn't want to come out. No, actually he was breached. He was slightly breached. Where his head should have been, his neck was. And he was at a really crooked angle, so yeah, I'll never forget that day. Really, really poorly. I've never felt any pain like it before, and I was just really sick, just throwing up everywhere because the pain was just that intense. Severely dehydrated, no sleep for like 48 hours. And then they did the emergency C-section, but it got better. It got better, and he's a sweetheart now, bless him. I took him out yesterday because I needed to do a bit of a food shop in Lidl, and it's only around the corner from me. However, I struggle with the shopping. I needed my shopping trolley, but because it's got stuff in that I need to take to the charity shop, I had to take my son with me so he could help me to carry the shopping back, and he did, bless him. He loves helping me with that. He loves helping me with shopping, and he also loves to help with the washing up as well. Anyway, guys, I am going to get going now before I prattle on anymore and before I have trouble uploading this video. So guys, I hope you enjoyed the bit of a stitch and chat. As I said, if I do manage to post this video up, I will leave in the descriptions below the link to this kit. If I can't leave the link to this kit in particular, I'll just leave the link to their website anyway. And they have also provided me with, I think it's a 5% discount for you guys that I will leave in the descriptions below. So anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, please feel free to give the video a big thumbs up. I would really appreciate that. I'm going to get my boots on now because I've got to go and get my children from school in another half an hour. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed it and I'll see you again soon. So goodbye for now guys, bye.